Hi guys, have you ever wondered how to feed a pigeon? Not just the regular ones, but a racing pigeon. Pigeon racing is a sport where you release trained pigeons away from their home loft, and the fastest one to return home wins the race. Therefore, the key to winning is speed and homing ability. Now you may ask, how does a racing pigeon differ from the regular ones? Well, in fact, they are not that different except for enhanced traits such as stamina, speed, and homing ability. And to race them, we must make sure that they are well fed for flying. The feed must provide enough energy so that flight can be sustained while not in excessive amounts that fattens the bird. The protein level must be well balanced so that muscle mass is maintained. The goal here is to achieve a lean body mass with minimal fat. So today we're going to use Jimmy here to walk through our racing pigeon diet. Let's say Jimmy is an adult bird that weighs around 320 grams and eats around 30 grams. He trains regularly for sprint racing, which the flight distance is around 300 kilometers. To keep up with this amount of work, Jimmy will need more energy than a pigeon at maintenance. So here are the nutritional requirements for per kilograms of feed mix. The feed requirement here is adapted from the needs of granivorous birds. The fat, protein, and energy level is modified to the needs of a racing pigeon. All calculations were done in dry matter basis. By making an Excel sheet, I was able to formulate a diet that meet all of Jimmy's nutritional requirements. Here are the ingredients and proportion that I used to formulate 1 kilogram of feed mix. As you can see, I've included a number of grains and oil seeds as this provides a good balance of fat, protein, and energy. Peas and safflower seeds were given in moderate amounts to adjust the protein and fat level. Small seeds were added to diversify the diet, while also acting as an enrichment as it encourages foraging behaviors. These seeds were chosen with palatability in mind, as food acts as a great incentive for pigeons to return home quickly. I've also added lettuce to the feed just to increase bulk, as it's mostly water, which doesn't add much to the total energy intake. Moving on to the supplements. As you can see, I've added a fair amount of wheat germ and brewer seeds, as they are both a good source of vitamins and essential amino acids. Pigeons are susceptible to calcium deficiency if only feeding on seeds. Therefore, I've added 5% of a powdered mineral plus vitamin supplement to the mix. Wheat germ oil was added for additional vitamin E, also to help powdered supplements to adhere to the grains and seeds. Salt was added to meet sodium and chlorine requirements, and 3/4 of a 500 IU vitamin E capsule was added to further increase the vitamin E content of the mix. Now we've explained all the ingredient components, let's move on to the nutrition balance sheet. As you can see, racing pigeon requires 12 to 14% of protein, 7 to 15% of fat, and 3,000 to 3,200 kilocalories in the diet to become race fit. It is important to keep protein levels within the recommended range, as feeding in excessive amounts will increase the nitrogen level within the bird, which puts burden on their kidneys and significantly interfere with their ability to win or simply return home. It also releases less energy compared to carbohydrate, which compromises the rapid digestion and conversion of ingested food. For fat, it's higher than the 4% requirement for maintenance, as studies has proved that fat is the main fuel used in muscles for sustained flight. Here you can see that vitamin A exceeds the requirements quite a lot, but it is fine as it's within the safer upper limits. The limit here is adapted from the studies on poultry by the NRC, as the safer upper limits for pigeons hasn't been established yet. You may notice that vitamin C is missing from the table, but that's completely fine, as birds are able to synthesize vitamin C through their kidneys, livers, or both. Only a few birds have a direct need for vitamin C, and pigeon is not one of them. For minerals, magnesium and iron was provided more than the requirements, but it is still within the safety limits. Balancing the calcium to phosphorus ratio is also important, as too much of either one will interfere with the absorption of the other. Therefore, this must be kept within the recommended range. And here are the amino acid balance, and you can see that they all meet the requirements. Conclusion: it is important to meet all dietary requirements of a bird, as it's essential for their performance and well-being. Remember to allow unlimited access to water and limit the amount of grits given, as they can easily have problems from overeating grits. Enjoy feeding a pigeon, and good luck in races. Thank you.